Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, May 1st, and I am back after technical difficulties yesterday. I had some driver issues with my monitors, couldn't get them up and running, but I am back and it feels good to be back. So, anyways, sorry for yesterday, but here I am. We can go over things. We're pretty much done with all of the earnings reports from the Mag 7 this week. Not sure if NVIDIA reported, maybe NVIDIA is the last one that we have left. But Apple reported yesterday. Market seemed to be responding pretty well. So let's get into what we have left for today. I see ISM Manufacturing's left at 9 o'clock. So we'll be prepared if we're in the market right there. Other than that, I don't see much really happening. Oils are still elevated. The VIX has come down substantially. We'll go over that right now. If you are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up button and like this video. Also, if you haven't already, go to our website, QOLTrading.com. I'll leave that in the chat here. And if you go to our website, you can access, let me just bring it up here and I'll show everybody. You will be able to access our, just by coming down here, putting in your name and email address and just clicking join QOL Circle. You will get our free newsletter that we've been putting out. We're on our I think 6th or 7th edition already on Sunday. Pretty much you'll get a recap of the week and a kind of a summary of what's to expect for the week ahead. And then also you can go on our website and you can go over all the different things that we offer here, psychology and all different things, all different fun things that we offer to everybody. Also, on our Discord, if you come and join our Discord, down in the link below, you can hit the description there and it'll take you to our Discord channel. In our Discord channel, you can join our free channel. And also, you'll get links to our market update every day, right? So you'll have a link here to where you are right now in our pre-market, post-market channel. And then also we created a level channel here. So if you have questions, you want me to give you some levels, this is all free. You just put a request in here. You're looking for levels. And then if you want to upgrade at some point, you go down here to get the access to our live trading from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern time. And pretty much follow the links here. You click this link here. It's pretty self-explanatory. Free access down here. Doesn't cost you anything. But if you want to upgrade, you click join here and you put in your information here and you'll get access to our live trading 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern time every day. Other than that, everything else on here is free. We're trying to build a trading community and a clean trading community. We stay away from politics, religion, all that other fun stuff that makes everybody unhappy. We had somebody, I put out a poll a little while ago, talked about having a Q&A on a Sunday. I'm going to put that back here. James said that we should re-entertain that, and so I'm going to put out another request for a poll to find out what time slots work best for everybody on Sunday. I've got a gap that I can fill, and I'll put that out there. I'll start another poll this week, and we'll try to shoot for following Sunday. See if we can get a Q&A for an hour and people come on and ask any kind of questions regarding trading or anything else, just trying to build ourselves a nice little community here. So anyways, let's get into the markets here. So let's drop down and we will start with, the VIX here. So VIX, here we go. So we are now below the 200-day moving average, and we are approaching levels that we want to see right now so we can get back to some normalcy in the marketplace here. So very good. I'd like to see us get down here to this $15.74. However, we are below the 200-day moving average, which is good. So we filled this gap up from the 17th of April. Be wary, though. We are at the beginning of May right now, beginning of the month, so you got to find out what the market's going to do. However, nothing wrong with being below the 200-day moving average, below the 220, below the 50. But we do have some gap downs that are, still have to pay attention to those gaps, but not currently right now. With things it seems to be deflated, and things to be moving up. Except oil, like I said, when this was going on a little while ago, I think oil, we're going to have some new norms in oil here. So here's Brent right now. So Brent is coming up to these levels here. So this slide didn't touch this at all. Came up to this 114.31 a barrel, hit it like a rock star. You know, popped through it a little bit, and then it rejected it in post market on Wednesday. So right now we're kind of hovering here at this $109.99 barrel right now. It's hanging on to that. So we're still, you know, we're elevated from the 50 and the 20 day moving average, $100 to $101 a barrel. So you have to watch that. I'd like to see us get down to this level here. This would be a level that I think you could sustain. Ideally, you'd like to get back down here to the 100 and the 60-day, the 200 and the 100-day moving average at $73 and $80 a barrel, respectively. So those are levels that you'd like to see pull back down here. And I think as the Strait of Hormuz opens up, you'll get those oil levels start to pull back a little bit. I know yesterday I filled up my car and it was $30 or $40 higher than what it normally is. It's not fun. And I'm glad summer's coming right now. Maybe I'm going to start riding a bike again. But anyways, this is good to see right now in pre-market. Oil, you know, declining here. We're on WTI crude right now. So this is let's get below $100 a barrel. Elevated above the 20-day moving average. Don't like that. Like to see us get down here at least to $87 a barrel. So hopefully we can keep moving our way down there, and maybe by Monday we can, you know, pierce through this 50-day moving average and start working our way back down to this 100-day moving average at $75 a barrel. If you get some good exciting news over the weekend, we could open up gap down lower, which would be fantastic. So let's get into the ES and let's just try to move along here, and we'll fly along. Again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, like this video, and go down and join our Discord community by hitting the link down below. So brand new highs here, people. So let's see if we can get a better chart here. And above the 20 defaults. So we reached our 127% Fibonacci level. So now we are approaching our all-time highs right now as we speak. So uncharted levels here. So we have good pullback levels now. So I would say right here, you could see how we bounced off of this yesterday. So it's really amazing. We did not have any levels to go by, and this 127% Fibonacci level, look at how it's responding nicely. That's a fantastic level. So now as you start to get through certain levels here, now you can start going back here. This is a high from, when is this from? This is from the 24th. This is last Friday. So this is a pretty good level here, a pullback level. If we lose that 127% there, I like this. I'll probably mark this right now. So we'll go for 24, 26. Hi. So this would be a pretty decent level here if we pull back. I don't mind this pullback level at all. It's 7,200, and it's an even number there also. So do we pull back there today? I don't know, but you know, right here, they're stepping higher right here. No, we're looking at a 15-minute chart, by the way. So really no sellers in here. It's all one direction here. So I would say if you lose this 72.36.41 level, I think you can quickly come back down here to this 7,200 level. So watch that level there. As far as where we go on the upside, the only thing I would say on the upside is you're going to have that's going to be a level here. I would say even level here. Anything you have here is a psychological level that you're going to have to watch. So because we have no levels here, anytime you have an even number here, it's always psychological level. If you pop up here to 7,300, you're going to get a little bit of a reaction there on the upside here. So ideally right now, you can see we're well above our moving averages. Your thesis is a pullback long. So, you know, there's going to be there's still a lot of money sitting on the sidelines right now. And at some point, you know, people have been sitting here saying to themselves, Oh, I'm going to wait for a pullback. I'm going to wait for a pullback. You know, they're saying right here, I'm going to wait for a pullback. They didn't get it. They're saying right here, oh, I'm going to wait for a pullback. Oh, I'm going to wait for a pullback. And look at it. We'll just keep creeping higher and higher. So at some point, people are looking at all of this that they missed here. 63.53. We're almost 1,000 points higher right now, where people are saying, oh, well, the market's going to continue to pull back. Crazy, crazy move right now. It's just a straight up move. So I would say you're still looking, you know, the market's strong, people. You know, you can't get in, just like if it was moving in a direction, a south direction, you can't get in front of a moving train. Same thing on the upside. So pullback longs, that's what you're looking for, people. That's what that you can't get in front of a moving train, even on the upside here. So I like these level pullbacks. This level is to me the best level pullback. I think if you can get that, you could put some stuff here. You could put some lines here in pre-market and post-market, but I don't like using pre and post-market levels here. So let's get over to the SPY. The SPY is going to show us pretty much the same thing. So we'll get over to the SPY. SPY, we have no open point. We do have a lot of open point of controls open, people, here. So we do have an open point of control here from yesterday too. So we're going to put that on here. And so we'll go 430.26. And there's probably a point of control I forgot to plot on the ES. We'll go back there and plot that also. We have a lot of point of controls that are open here. So this point of control here was filled. Yeah, you know, yesterday I was not able to get on my computer, so I missed a lot of stuff yesterday here. So this one is filled. I'm going to be able to mark that as filled. So we'll leave that level there because it responded nicely yesterday. So, but we still have some point of controls that are open down here, 413 level here, 683.41. So we'll leave those. Those are going to be open. Those are going to levels are going to be there until they come down and they get filled. And then what did I just have here? Oh, I do not have an open level here. I don't know what I just did there. Excuse me. I don't know what I just saw. So we'll remove that. Oh no, that was a close. Pardon me. Okay, so there are the only open point of controls that we have that are open here. We have from the 13th, so that's below a 20-day moving average, but we are still extended. So same thing here. This you still have this 127% Fibonacci level still open here at 734.01 here. So same thing. You're looking for pullback longs. I like this 712.39. If you have a pullback here today, that's a pretty decent level. If you pull back into that. You know, maybe this is a decent one. This was a good level that you pulled back yesterday, though. So if you pull back, maybe here again to this level, and this is a high from the Friday. Same thing. Friday's high. Same thing I marked on the ES. So 424.26 high. Yeah, I'm a little behind here because I lost a whole day with the computer because I was my computer was down all day yesterday. So now I'm catching up a little bit with my charting. So I'm pretty much charting on the fly here. And so this is, you can see how I do my charting. I look back for these previous highs, you know, and this is all near term. You know, this is within the last 5 days here. So all intraday type levels here that you put here. You can see this is a beautiful level here from yesterday. If I was charting yesterday, this would have been a great level I would have plotted for us. Nonetheless, still a decent level here. Anytime you bust through a high here, a break and retest. So if you pull back to that level and you still have this open 734.01 Fibonacci level here. So let's get into the NASDAQ. Let's just try to cruise along here. I'm sorry, I'm slowing us up here today. So Fibonacci, same thing. We still have this open Fibonacci 127% at 27,931.17. That level is still open. That's pretty good. And then as far as what we've got here, let's go back here. There's a 24th high. So I think we still may have this level open here for us. Not a bad level. We could plot this for today also. We lose this level, but there seems like there could be a lot of downside if we lose that level, but we'll plot it anyways. Always good to have these levels up. You can always take them down. So you can see we busted through this. We lost this level on the open yesterday, and we came right through it. So to me, this is a break right here. We'll see if we come back down here and retest it. So this will be our first time if we retest this level from this high over from Friday the 24th here. So I don't mind this level here if you actually pull back here. However, if you lose this level, You could come back down here, this 2731.25. It is a low from that Friday here. So you've got a huge range from that whole day there. So watch yourself on this trading day here. Watch if there's any kind of news that comes up. I would say the beginning part of May, maybe we get a little push in the first couple of weeks, and then maybe you get a little back end filling here. So watch yourself on that. So you still have this open here. I would say that this 27,931.17 could be a good target, and then you get some pullback on that. Let me just see if we can get some other levels in here. Let's see some moving. Yeah, so we're very extended again. These moving averages here. So this 20. I mean, look at how extended we are from the 20, from the 50, from the 100. So it's really an incredible rally that we're having. Just a slow grind, move up. Look at this, people. When you look out like this is just something pretty special here, right? And there's a lot of dry powder, a lot of money on the sidelines here where people are waiting for pullbacks here. So as you pull back here and you look at this chart holistically, you could look back and right here, this is a fantastic level, and this comes in with this open point of control we have from the 13th or from the 15th of this year, this month, 25,999. And look at how that will line up perfectly. You got a huge rejection here on the 3rd of February of this year, right? And so this is an ideal. You broke that level here. I mean, there was huge volume that came in here, right? So this is what you have to look for. So the huge sellers here, and that's how you pay attention to your supply and demand levels, okay? So now this right here, tremendous level, you broke through it. If we come back down here, this is where your money is going to be made. You buy here. So you can also play it a bunch of different ways. Some people will say if you break certain levels, you take that short down to this level here. But for me to short this, I would be very careful with that. There's just a lot behind this right now. There's a lot of people on the sidelines saying, damn, I keep waiting for the pullback and I'm not getting it, right? So, I would say maybe you got this target here of 27,931.17 before you get a pullback. I would say maybe the first couple of weeks of May, maybe we get a little push, and then maybe we get some kind of violent pullback. But you go back out here, this is a level where you could see that could be a nice little pullback. And then if you do lose that level, this is a great secondary level I love down here, right? This is another open point of control we have at 25,310. So I know this looks like a lot of noise. Let me try to see if I can clean this up here for you. Sorry, not getting that. This looks a little better here. So here's that first level we spoke about, right? This looks a little cleaner, right? But then this is where you get a lot more data right here. So this is your first level, right? And this that point of control on the 15th, 25,949. But then if we lose that level, this is a fantastic level right here. You see how all it lines up here with all of these highs, high, and then you broke through right here. So this is a great level too, right? And I know it's significantly lower than where we're at right now, 25,318. But that's how you put your charts up. That's how you do your charting, right? So let's get over into the Qs, and we'll get over to Tesla, and then we will get on with our weekend, people. So let's. Okay. Qs, very similar, still up, starting up high here. We have our 674.49, 127% Fibonacci level still open up top. So watch that level here. No point of controls. Yeah, I'm not sure if that. No, that's a close. I'm not doing that same mistake. I'm not making that same mistake again. Here's your point of control here. And I'm thinking we still should have these point of control opens. Yep. Still have a point of control open from the 13th at 614.31. So still good levels there. Let's start out again holistically looking out. Same thing, people. Look at this. Let's see if I can clean it up here for us here. Yep. Same levels that we're looking at before. This is a pretty good level. I can actually plot that for us right here. Let's see. Let's go back here to this right here and see where that comes in. Yeah, that'll come in nicely right here. I already have this level plotted out for us. It was a previous all-time high. 637.01. beautiful level if we pull back down there. But then we've got, we've got these point of control levels that I love. I live and die by these point of control levels. I love them. Right here, 614.31. Here's that first level I was just showing you, 642.18. Or excuse me, 637.01. That's a decent level that if you get that pullback right there. So let me just get this in here. So it's a little better for us. Let's give us 30. 30 is a little better here. Yeah, so we're elevated here, and right now we're consolidating at these levels here. 650, 650, 53 is holding up really nicely. I would say, if pullbacks, I don't mind this 651.19 level. Ideally, though, 642, I like us pulling back into a previous high. 642.18 is good. The ideal one is 637.01. If you lose that, you could use this level. Not a great level. This is a good level, right? 614. And then the ideal, when you start getting, more data down here, these are really your beautiful levels down here. I know that, we're significantly lower though, you're 200 points lower, but you always leave your levels up there for when you're trading, right? So upside here, the only thing I have right now, 674.49. So watch that. We're almost there. That's going to be the 127% Fibonacci level. Above that, I don't have any levels there. So it's uncharted territories. You could utilize this upper regressional trend line that I have sitting here from the 25th, from April of 2025. So above that Fibonacci level that I have there sitting at 674.76, you got 700, which is another even number there. That's a psychological number. You get some resistance up there if you plow through there and you pop up another 25 points today, which would be fantastic on that level, right? So let's get over into Tesla, and then we will get on with our day here. Tesla had a nice little pop yesterday, and I was watching it, and unfortunately I couldn't trade because I have computer issues. But we are approaching some decent levels here at Tesla. Here's an upper regressional trend line that I love here from all-time highs. So if we get up here to this 386.39 level, wouldn't be surprised if you get a little pushback there. I do like this 389.95 level. It's a 200-day exponential moving average. Actually, we can check that out right now, see if that's elevated a little bit right now. So it's still right in line here. So we're still good on that level here. So I don't mind that. Maybe a push in there if you do get above this regressional trend line here at 386.33. A 389.95 level is a pretty decent level target there. Let's take a look at our point of control, see if we've got anything open here. Nothing open from yesterday. We do have our typical levels that we went over that are still open. This is a filled level, 388.89. The 397.89, that is also filled. And then you have your 200-day moving average over there. So we did. We were flirting with losing that 20-day moving average yesterday again in the beginning of the day of the market, and we regained it. So it's definitely holding that 20-day. It's tried to lose it a couple times last week, and yesterday we regained it pretty heavily there. So fantastic level at 371.08, 20-day moving average. So now maybe we can start pushing up towards your next moving average, which is 200-day moving average at 402.15, right? So get through a few of these levels here. You got the 50-day right here. You got up to that 50-day yesterday. Got a little rejection there, so we're right at it right now. So you got to pay attention to what we're going to do with this 50-day moving average right now. Probably sitting at about 384.21. So if you pop above it today and you hold, you're going to get to this 386.10. Above the 386.10, you're going to push into that filled 388.90. Point of control level, and then above that, let's get over to the, here comes the noise, people, sorry. 389.95, that level right there, and then above that 389.95, I like us pushing straight into that 402.15, right? And if you get above that 402.15, I think that then you can get into that 413.84, 415.40 level. I have to redo my charts. I deleted all my levels by accident last week, which is great. I love when I do that by accident because I get to go back and I get to just kind of redo my levels and get a fresh start. A lot of times it's It's kind of like cleaning your room when your room's messy for a long time, and then all of a sudden you clean it, and it's like that, or even like when you get a haircut, right? However, take a picture of these levels right now. These levels that we're using right now are pretty good right now. What we have here, I do not mind this 382.78 level here. This is a November monthly low. If we hold above that, that's pretty good. So I like monthly lows. Monthly lows, they definitely have a lot more a lot more strength than a weekly low or a daily low or an hourly low, right? So monthly lows are stronger. As you go further out, the longer charts have more strength on the levels. And then as you come in and you start getting more to intraday, that's when the levels are good levels, but they become a little weaker, right? So the reason why I don't mind this 382.78, it's a monthly low. It actually is right. You have some confirmation with these highs right now, right? So when you get above these levels, you pay attention. We're above this 382.78. I'm going to say for today, as long as you're above this 382.78, you're looking for longs. If you lose the 382.78, you could get some back end filling. And if you do, maybe this 376.72 could be a level. It was a beautiful pullback long yesterday. This level, look at this, beautiful. God, I wish I was trading yesterday. Some fantastic levels up here. So hopefully you guys are taking some snapshots of my levels, and you guys are able to make lots of money on it. That's the whole point. We're not competing with one another. We're all trying to support one another and help each other out. It's a fantastic industry that, it's the only industry I know that we really are rooting for one another, and we can help. I learn every day. I try to learn every day. I've been trading for 35 plus years, and I still try to pick up a nugget every day. And so the second you think you're done learning is the day that you're done. So I definitely value opinions from people, so I don't claim that I know everything. I'm the furthest thing from knowing everything. So that being said, let's get into what we're going to do with our options for today. So today we have expirations today. I'm going to start with today's expiration dates, and then on Monday I'm going to probably go. I'll probably go to Mondays probably after the first hour. These will probably be moving around pretty quickly. So we saw this 380 calls that are expiring today. They close at 450, and where are we? 383. I'm going to change these to start the morning based on where we're pushing to. We could push a 3. Where do we go in pre-market right now? So pre-market, we did get up to 384.70. I'm going to change these to 382.50. So to be in the money, so we're in the $3 range. That's a sweet spot for me. And then on the put side, I'm going to probably do this. I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to be in the money, 382.50 on both of these. And so these are going to probably open up very similar as far as price. So, yesterday was beautiful too. Oh my God, look at this. This is a fantastic 5-minute opening range trade yesterday. God, I hope you guys made a ton of money yesterday on this. So if you sold, you could have sold on at the beginning of the day, and it got all the, it's kind of a bear trap down here. And then look at what you got later on in the day. You broke this 5-minute range here, and what was the range? The range was 369, 373. Wow, $10 move, right? $11 move if you got in on this, right? So $11 move, you figure you're going to make about $7 on your premium. So if you had bought a one lot, people, a one lot is $700, right? And our goal is to increase our capital. So as we increase our confidence with our trade strategy here, your capital grows. And when your capital grows, you don't change your strategy. You just increase your lot size. So there's nothing wrong with starting out with one lots. I'm telling you, with one lot, you can make yourself $100, $200 a day with trading one lots. So do the numbers on that, people. If you're making $200 a day, it's $50,000 a year if you're doing another job also, right? So the whole goal of it is not to just do one lots. It's to work yourself up to do like 50 lots, right? So do the numbers on something like that. So I don't have to tell you, you don't need that much, and you don't need to trade that long to make a nice life in this and have some good quality of life. And that's how, many years ago I said to myself, I want to be able to do something where I can work and I can do it anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world. And there is no better profession than this. I'm passionate about this. But that being said, I have other business that I'm in, and my advice to people is if you think that you're going to trade and only trade, I would say my advice to you is always have another source of income coming in. You don't want to have that added pressure. Oh, I've got to make money every day. Now, you can't have money being the main focus. It's got to be the process has got to be the main focus. The passion has got to be the main focus. The community of trading has to be the main focus. The support has to be the main focus. So I don't want to go on. I don't want to be a preacher on things. So anyways, we are trying to build a trading community here. I hope you find me my sincerity on everything. And so anyways, if you are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button. I welcome any comments. If there's other things you want me to cover here, I'd be glad to do it. I do not cover any penny stocks. And again, go down and join our Discord community by hitting the link down below. Joining our community is for free. And if you want to step up a little bit after the community and you want to come to our trading room from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m., that is a nominal fee. So, and that being said, I'll end with join our subscription, our free subscription by going to our website, QOLtrading.com. And you'll get a weekly newsletter. So we just started putting them out. We've put out 6 editions. Again, it is pretty much giving you a week in review and also what's to be expected ahead. So looking forward to seeing you in the trade room or in the Discord channel. And if I don't see you there, everybody have a great weekend. And I will put out a video on Sunday and a newsletter. So have a great weekend. Talk to you soon.